Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and here in today's video we got my 55 gallon. I was doing a bit of maintenance with all my tanks, and then I realized how much the Frogbit actually grown. We're going to take a closer look right now. And here it is. The Frogbit has absolutely grown all over the top aquarium. So much so that there's not a lot of light reaching to the other plants underneath. So let's pop open the hood and prop it out with my trusty fish can. Look at all that Frogbit. It's not a bad plant at all. It's actually one of the best plants you can ever have. It grows really fast, but that's the problem for me. It's not letting a lot of light inside. It even overgrown over the airline hose I have to have a little space open to feed the fish. There, that's a lot better. A lot of flow and way more light. And Frogbit does not like a lot of flow actually. They prefer little to none at all in their environment. So if you ever want to grow these guys, just high light and low flow and it'll be alright. Now let's close up this hood. Of course I didn't throw any away or even flush it down the toilet. That's extremely bad. It's highly invasive, so you gotta be careful with that. But also I have other things planned for this. After clearing up all the Frogbit and having a lot more light and access, I started aquascaping. This is one of the reasons why I use real plants in my aquarium. It's good for your aquarium and also for your inhabitants like Jojo right here. Anything you'd like to say, Jojo? Of course I wasn't finished there. I added more and more. Like this lovely water sprite, even though I call it water celery since it looks like it. But with this one, I have to be extremely careful since it's so easy to break this plant. Even though it's a beginner plant, I really don't recommend it for real beginners since you have to be really delicate with it. Next up is my 10 gallon no heater, no filter aquarium, just weekly water changes. Has overgrown quite a bit, even on the surface. A lot, Frogbit here and Sylvania. Even the dwarf hairgrass started shooting runners. I start off by cutting off any of the excess growth of the Anacris or the Liguigia. After making all my clips and snips of the plants, I start collecting them and putting them in my bucket to either replant them or to use them for something else. After collecting all the trimmings, I started replanting them in the background for a more bushy effect. That's a lot better now, a lot more light going into the plants in the front and the back. And a very clear upfront view. And if you made it this far in the video, consider subscribing, like the video, it helps me a lot in the YouTube algorithm. And I'm doing more than just tanks. I'm also doing ponds since it's getting to summer and it's getting nice and warm here. So I'll start keeping fish outside. So make sure you subscribe and don't miss that. Also, follow me on Instagram if you want to see more updates on those ponds I talked about. Link in the description. And now I'm going to show you what I did with all the Frogbit and all the trimmings that I don't use in my aquariums. Have you ever forgotten to stock up on fish flakes? If you're anything like me, I forget a lot. So here's a new way to make your own fish flakes and to save a bit of money for you. After you collect all your Frogbit, you want to dry them by leaving them in the sun, either on a paper towel or even a plate. But make sure it's not too windy where it could blow away. This process is called sun drying. When you leave a vegetable or fruit outside, the sun dries up all the moisture in it and leaving it all crispy like potato chip. Then after that, load them up in your mortar and pestle if you have one. Luckily I do, but you can also use your hands, but it is a lot more messy. You want to grind them until they're like this, nice and flaky powder. That's why it's easier to feed to your fish. Last, but certainly not least, feed it to your fish. My fish absolutely loved it. They couldn't get enough. And it's also really healthy for them, especially for their digestive tract to be all cleared out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, subscribe, leave a like, and I'll catch you on the next time. Bye!